You may not be familiar with Germany's Ernst Kirchner, but his work helped to change the course of modern art.
Kirchner is not a household name. Should he be?
He should be.
Why?
He should be just like Picasso, because Kirchner, in many ways, in the first part of the 20th century, parallels Picasso in being the dominant artist for his country.
Ernst Kirchner's early career was the focus of an exhibit of modern German prints at the National Gallery of Art in Washington. Curator Andrew Robison.
If you think of his early works, then you think of nudes, nude women, nude men in the studio, posing, but not posing in an academic sense, lying on a sofa, sitting in a chair. You think of going out to swim. Did a lot of swimming, skinny dipping. Always went swimming nude.
Kirchner's daring depictions of prostitutes and the street life of Berlin and Dresden in the early 1900s illustrated a frenetic, modern world. The style, known as Expressionism, was pioneered by Kirchner and a small collective of artists who called themselves Die Brücke, German for the bridge, meaning a link from classical art to the avant-garde. The art was frantic. They worked extremely fast, sometimes taking just 15 minutes to capture a scene. The images distorted physical reality for emotional effect.
So the idea was to move quickly, capture it quickly, capture life while it's on the run, and that sense of joy, sense of love of life is very much characteristic of Kirchner, certainly until the First World War.
That's when Ernst Kirchner's life took a dark turn. He joined the German army, but found life in uniform too rigid, too constrained. A mental breakdown got him discharged. A morphine and alcohol addiction would haunt him for life. He sought help at a sanitarium here in the Swiss Alps. The cold, dry air in Davos, Switzerland was considered therapeutic. Kirchner's health improved, and he later moved into this home, which doubled as his studio.
And when he came here
Yes.
to Davos, how did all of that change?
It was a sort of rebirth for Kirchner in Davos, because the lifestyle in Davos, it was really calm, it was totally different. He was up in the mountains, far away from city life, and it was a sort of healing for him.
That artistic rebirth is showcased at the Kirchner Museum in Davos, where Torsten Sadowski is the museum director.
And you can see that he is painting the mountains in purple.
Majestic mountains inspired him, and the unusual color choices explode off the canvas.
We have blue mountains, we have the colors of the autumn over here, and we have a very colorful depiction of the city.
But the escape for Kirchner was short-lived. As the Nazis climbed to power in Germany, Hitler labeled much modern art degenerate. The Nazis confiscated or destroyed 600 pieces of Kirchner's work, and rich clients stopped buying.
Now he's being called un-German. His works are being removed. Some are being destroyed. They're being cleaned out of Germany so that in his own country, his work will not be known. That was for him an enormous problem.
He was being diminished.
Diminished, totally.
In March of 1938, the Nazis invaded nearby Austria, and Kirchner felt besieged.
The Nazis were 12 miles away from Davos. Kirchner is sitting there in his mountain house with his paintings and his drawings, his prints, his sculpture, and so forth. And he got more and more this idea, my God, they're 12 miles away, and they've destroyed my art in Germany, and now they're coming for me.
Kirchner decided it was better to destroy his own artwork, rather than let the Germans do it.
Not only his art, he would destroy his art before they had a chance, and he would destroy himself.
He tried to persuade his longtime girlfriend Erna to commit a joint suicide. She refused, but couldn't stop him.
And then he went outside of the house, and she heard 2 shots. And that was it.
He shot himself?
Shot himself in the heart.
Kirchner was just 58 years old. He and Erna are buried side by side near their former home. But his artistic legacy has only grown.
The Kirchner Berliner Straßensehner, showing on the turntable there on my right.
One of his surviving paintings, a street scene in Berlin, sold in 2006 for $38 million. And in Germany, a country whose rejection tortured him, Kirchner is now revered as one of its greatest modern artists.